Welcome back, all you beautiful people. Today we're going to be playing Help Will Come Tomorrow. It's a turn-based survival game where your train has been ambushed by bandits and your team must fight to survive on the cold, harsh Russian tundra. So let's get into it. So, I've previously played this on Passenger and Resident of Siberia. I wouldn't recommend Resident of Siberia unless you want a short, sweet game. It is brutal. So today we're going to play on Survivor. So, 4 survivors out of a train of passengers. We barely escaped death. You can hear the shots, they're killing other survivors. This is a replay from Znamensky Square. Our supporters are opening fire to the proletarians. They were talking nonsense. They are just thugs or deserters. Don't talk so loudly because they'll hear us. Run a long way. I think we can rest here, and the snow will cover our footprints. No, I've already played this twice already. Okay, so we need someone to unsnow this. Get some resources from it. Now we will switch you out. I don't have the material. Okay, so probably unsnow. Unsnow this. We do have the materials to do this. So I'm gonna switch you out for him. Build this campfire. Oh, cool. I should have used him earlier. So, oh, we can't do it. Do go out. Okay, that should be perfect. And snow this. Definitely don't have enough resources to build that. You can unsnow this. You can unsnow this. Okay, and we need to build some shelter. Please, we don't have enough materials. Okay, I guess we're going without a shelter on the first day. We have a campfire though, so that's positive. Any food we can cook? Fraternize. Delicious dishes of meat, vegetables, water, and herbs. Seeds, small water filter. Oh, actually, we should probably build this first. Because I only have one water, and that's not going to go very far with 4 people. Okay, he's a perfectionist, so he can't do anything that's makeshift. That's why I'm doing everything solid. And now we're out of AP action points, so we can't get any water or build a solid pot. Makeshift. There's half materials. Four, 6. 4, 3, and a charcoal. Oh. It's actually kind of hard to get right now. Alright, we're gonna end the day. Let's see. Let's seek a better shelter. Listen, I have an idea. The tracks on this section have been built recently. Every few dozen verses, there should be a hut of workers who were cutting down the railroad ties. Perfect idea. So we just have to explore the area within a dozen of verses. Verse? Right? Explore it yourself if you want to. If you raised a finger to do a decent job, you might know that it's worth checking the tracks. There are no logger huts by the tracks, but there are markings for the commissioners. Mile markings on one of the ties should tell us where to look for the workshop. Do I want to piss her off? Sure. No. No, you're talking. So let's check the tracks immediately. Such a forest hut will not only be a better shelter, but probably some equipment has been left in it. Why are you talking about it just now? I talk all the time, but nobody listening to me. That's Dimitri. I think that's Sophia. That's Maria. Maria's introduction. I'm begging you, help me. We must go back there tomorrow to look for Itrusha. Ietya, is he your brother? He was a baggage handler? He is. He is a baggage handler. God, I've left him there alone. Okay, I guess she was Maria. That's someone else though. Yeah, there is no chance could have survived the catastrophe, and even if somehow the bandits pulled him out of the wreck and did not kill him, by looking for him, we put ourselves in great danger. True. Will you leave innocent boy to die? Me, it's me. Better him than me. Yep. Why should I have my ears frostbitten when looking for some brat? He would definitely like to help you in such a situation. Surely we can do something now. First of all you need to save strength. It won't help him dead or sick. This remark applies to all of us. Let's gather strength and avoid fighting. Let's not be conspicuous. End of day. This is the boring part, so we're gonna skip it. Camp morale went down. Starveling. I'm pretty sure it meant starving. Shouldn't have any L anyways. Starving, yeah. There's... Could use something. Oh boy, there's not enough food. Not enough food or water. Oh. This gives me 2 water per try. 3 water, okay. 6. This should be good enough. Let's see. If I unlock this, we could get marked paths or snares. Snares would help us get some meat. Okay, so it's fairly safe. Let's go Maria and Dimitri. Send an expedition with Maria and Dimitri. I don't have anything to give them, so I'll just send. We need some wood. This area normally has a lot of wood. Well, plenty of sticks. Dangerous, risky, dangerous, risky, yeah. Training is always dangerous and risky. Alright, there's some canvas, which could help us build a shelter. It's low. Oh, and there's the bandit, so this will probably go from average to dangerous. Oh, it's still average, but it's almost dangerous. Cones, needles, bugs, canvas, cigarettes. Let's see. This place usually has a bunch of berries and stuff. Little roots. Third one, 3. Oh, there we go. Berries. At least we have enough food to feed people. Kind of, but not really. Some moss, but it's not really good food. I have some eggs. Oh. Search here. Oh boy, what exploring another region of inhospitable forest, you come across strange tracks. They are fresh and clear, but you watch them for a very long time, and with growing consternation, you don't need great perceptiveness to notice that 3 limbs have left them. 1 shod and 2 with hoofs. You come to the conclusion that either a 1-legged man wandered this way in the company of a 2-legged deer, or a 3-legged deer walked in 1 shoe. Ultimately, it could be a 1-legged person supported with 2 canes from deer legs, or a breath of icy wind interrupts vain considerations. You move on quickly. There's some really funny things in this game. Let's see. This looks like another clearing, so loss. Not super useful. 1 to 3, 1 to 3. Let's go 1 more. Plus another 8B. We'll search. Wood log. That's good. Bark. Ranch. That's useful. Psychedelic mushrooms, we can drop those. That's more useful as fuel and wood. Only fuel, one food. Oh, really? Mark is food? Interesting. Okay, well, let's return to camp. Because we're pretty much full. And let's see, can we build a shelter yet? Only one. Oh, wow. Just barely. Okay. Okay, and can we make this? This might be a stretch. Yeah, we can't build it because we don't have enough. We don't have enough wood. Looks like maybe not. Yeah, no, not enough wood. Let's see. Or yeah, we don't have enough to build that. Okay, so to feed. I'll give them poisonous. Okay, that gets rid of that. You've got an you've got a twisted ankle now. Okay, water. Oh, shouldn't need water. He needs more water. Okay, and then he needs water. Okay, so you're fatigued. You need rest. One needs rest. You need more food. Cheating me out of house and home. No, he's got indigestion. Well. I guess you can rest. Hopefully we'll get beds to heal the rest 2 people at a time, but actually, oh no, we're out of material. That's right. Oh. Alright, well, since you don't have any more AP, you can rest. Someone needs to filter water. You can filter water again. Gives us 4. We don't have any meat. We don't have any fish. And we don't have any animals yet, so we need to get this pot. I can basically just combine 2 of each of these, or an herb and a food. Get something way more filling, but oh, can do it. Okay. How about you and cook? Yep. I don't think I'm gonna get the grill because I know it's not that useful. Sure, you can make jerky and like dehydrated smoked meat. Roasted meat, smoked fish. Basically lasts longer, but it's not as filling as stuff that comes from the pot. And later down the line, when we get the palisade and the snares up here, we can basically get easy meat every day. Okay, we have some food. Bad food. Ooh, she's actually exhausted. Dimitri, you're not sleeping. You're sleeping. Okay, today. Alright, Sir Edward, I think that's this guy. Yep. Bloody hell, what an adventure. Almost like 1910 when Azerbaijan fighters derailed my train. Or as on Wadi Halfa in 1902, only then it was the boiler that exploded. Have you participated in many rail disasters, Mr. Gray, Edward Gray. Indeed, I've had many adventures. I try to avoid only those in which nobody survives. Ha ha ha. Yeah. I think she's Zofia then. Yep. My dear, thank you, but you shouldn't have saved me. I am old and weak, and I only be a burden. Will only be a burden. Don't say that. No one deserves to die in such circumstances. Now we have to stick together. Every hand to help you counts. When I die, please write Zofia Utinivia, born in 1854 in Odessa. Faith supports this character in difficulties. Not sure what that does. And if I'm not asking too much, put a cross made of sticks for me at least. End of day. Skip. Okay. Who can do what? Who needs more water? So. You. Alright, at least we have plenty of water for a day or two. Need some water. You need some water. She needs some water. All need some food. Oh, great. How about some moss? Oh, indigestion, twisted ankle. Oh, right, if I don't fix this quick. Oh, do I have anything? Can't be used. Red, I think I need bandages for twisted ankles. Otherwise he's going to be limping and he's useless on expeditions. Oh. Okay. You can have an egg. You can have an egg. You can have a mushroom. Berries. Shivering. Fatigue. Fatigue. Hunger. Okay, so you are still hungry. Oh, you've already got indigestion. Oh. I just... apparently I can't throw them out. I think I need to actually go. Not what I wanted. I was hoping for some canvas. Okay. Well, I need more wood, so I can build those palisades. little bit of wood, not really. Here. And this place looks good for wood. Bark. Let's see. Search here. I mean, the needles are useful because I can put them as a shelter of the beds. Got some eggs, that's good. Oh, we're out of AP already? Ugh. This is not good. Okay. That's risky. Average. That'll definitely get me killed. Oh. That's risky too. That's dangerous, risky. Dangerous, risky, risky. There. Like at east of camp had seemed quite enchanted before, and what about now, when it's getting dark? You know what path leads to camp, but to walk it is a little scary. Branches comb your hair, in between the trunks, evil spirits seem to be whispering. You tell yourself that it's just the wind whistling in a tree thicket. But in response from among the trees, you can hear soft laughter. You're looking for a hideout. Knowing that you won't find your way back before dawn, you decide to crouch under a fallen bough and wait. Although common sense suggests that these ghostly whistles are nothing but wind, you have your heart in your all night. Have your heart in your own. Okay. Will you remain alive until morning? Or will you join the damn choir forever? Wow, I lost them already. This. I guess I should just head back to camp. Frick. Alright, Maria. You get to sleep now. Nighty night. Sophia is missing. We have to say it straight. She probably gave up her ghost in the woods. Yep. In a cave. Let's pray for her. Let us pray for her. Believe her or not, it's hard to remain unmoved in the face of death. Amen. Hey, a little bit more morale. Sir Edward is not near. What happened? He announced that he'd be hunting until late. No, he didn't confide in me anyway. I think that something has fallen on him. Or he went to negotiate with those bandits and overestimated the charm of his mustache. It's exactly what I expect of him. He thought that you could speak to the Russians like natives in wild countries. He miscalculated Duroc. Yeah. What if tomorrow he'll be back as the chief of the Renegades? It's like an adventure novel by Fenimore Cooper and Mayne Reid. We could use some optimism and faith that our story will end positively. Unlikely. By the way, did he take his diary? Maybe We should check if he's not a British spy. Stop it, that's completely ridiculous. I mean, he did look like Arthur Conan Doyle. Or reminded me of him since he was so adventurous. Anyways. Oh. Ooh. Hypothermia. Fantastic. Those are good for fuel. They're kind of worthless. Oh, it's heavy snow. That explains it. Okay. Simple cover. Can we get this wing? Yes. Okay. Mender. The character has a chance to recover AP from another pair of camp structures or tools. Okay, cool. Tell like this character has a chance to recover AP while making clothes and the sack. Oh, cool. Okay. Material. Well, we have simple cover. Provides everyone in the camp with a bit of wind protection. So this is going just as well as the hard one. A little bit better, but not by much. I don't have much food. What is this? In shock. Shock character loses morale while performing action. Okay, thirst. Left hand side, so no longer thirsty. No longer thirsty. You need some water. You are good on water. That was awful. Oh, you frickin' pig. Freezing, indigestion, fatigue, twisted ankle, and stomach bone. Okay, that solves her food problem. 4 of these left, so that didn't solve your food. Okay, that solved your food issue. Exhaustion, hypothermia, starvation. You're starving? I didn't realize this guy was starving. Snake indigestion, yeah, that's fine. Can I even build this? Oh. Oh, I may be able to do it. 3, 6, that's 7. 8. Crap. 10 of those, I need 5 of those, I need 3 of those. Oh, man. just slightly... I'm gonna have to risk an expedition, because... Okay, there was one person that can... If they don't rest, they will lose some health and morale during the night. One and three. Pray to God that I don't lose any AP. And I didn't get any freaking wood, which I needed. Ooh. Well, they both lost AP. Great. And just... Dangerous. Return to camp. Okay. I can do this. No, I can't even do that because I need 3 AP for one character. So... she needs to go in. Warm them of their health. Well, go up at night. It's just not going very well. Feature syndrome. The situation is as follows. The enemy outnumbers you, is better armed, and knows the area. Warmonger. This character likes when something is going on. Even if it doesn't have a positive effect. Yeah, thanks. I have to secure the area. I will determine the order of patrols and changing the watch at night. Does anyone have any weapons? No. Captain, we are not a troop of soldiers, and we will not become it even under such a respectable command. Nonsense. The situation has turned all of us into soldiers, and the warriors need a commander. In that case, let's talk about who should take on this role. Less talking, more action. I take over the first watch and at dawn. We will look for sharp stones and metal fragments so that we can sharpen the perches and arrows. You're without a wound. Captain, were you wounded in the war? Yes, ma'am. Spring of the 15th, when the Bosch were attacking Tarnow, my unit was in fact. Why do you want to hear the story? I want to know what cloth you are cut from. I want to know if I'm accompanied by a man who can not only take laurels from fate, but also endure pain and hardships. I understand, but it's actually a very ordinary story. I wasn't wounded in any heroic charge on enemy troops, but during artillery fire. Well, I'm not sure if it wasn't a random salvo of our battery. Maybe let's not talk about wounds and diseases now. Why not, actually? Because it will weaken our spirits. Such talk only weakens people's spirits. We can find out something we wouldn't want to hear. I understand. In that case, let's listen to the soothing silence. That's not a very good option. Morale went down again. Sir Edward seems absent this morning. Instead of helping to collect brushwood or clearing the night's snow, he just sits and gouges a branch in the fire. Has something happened? Are you sick? But the Englishman only shrugs. At first you leave him alone, but since he doesn't show any intention to join the camp duties in a long time, you repeat the question. Mr. Gray, fuel and food will not come to us. What if they could fall from the sky, in fact? Ha! That would be worth describing. The British seem to be out of his mind. Hey, isn't it boring? This is not a reason to sit on your ass and waste time. That's exactly the perfect reason. This adventure has already made me bored. Oh, so it has bored you, sir. Hold me or I'll crack. Maybe the noble lord will look for adventure outside the camp. I've been there too. It's the same everywhere. I have nothing to describe in the diary, as the readers will later die of boredom. You decide to leave him alone with his thoughts. Maybe the Siberian atmosphere drove him crazy. It's better to wait it out. Boredom. Oh. Yep, I think we're gonna call it here, because who knows how long this is gonna last. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay around and enjoy tomorrow's video. Alright, bye.